Ngā mihi o te wā in the headlines, a golden day on the water of Eton-Dorney for the New Zealand men's double sculls. Nathan Cohen and Joseph Sullivan hauled in the Italian and Slovenian crews in the final 500 metres yesterday after sitting in fourth. Cohen says while the nation was holding their breath at the mark, they certainly weren't.
It's nothing new for us. We quite often do a lot of our racing from behind, and like I said, ideally we would have loved to be out in front too, but I think that's what makes us fight so hard, because we've never had that privilege to be able to do it, and we've had that toughness and that belief from each other because we've done it so many times before.
Sullivan says Cohen gave the sign to dig in, and he did.
I think he just made a bit of a yip and a go, and yeah, that was us, and we just went for everything we had left, and we were hanging out with probably 400 to go, and we just had nothing left, and yeah, we just held on.
The 2 gold medals adds to their 2 World Championship titles already won by Sullivan and Cohen. And in more results from last night's single sculler, Emma Twigg and the men's lightweight double of Storm Uru and Peter Taylor are through to their final. Ka nui ngā mahi a te rōpū kapahaka o Ngāti Rārana i te taumā heke heke o Aotearoa. Kei reira rātou hei kanohi mo Aotearoa i ngā whakahaerenga hei hiki ngā haki i te whakawāhinga o te whare o Kiwi me te kai hākari a te kāwana tianara. Mā rātou e manaaki te rōpū taumā heke heke o Aotearoa ki te pōwhiri i te marae o Hene Mihi ki Surrey a te Rawiki. And there's more finals action for New Zealand rowers tonight at Eton-Dorney. Hamish Bond and Eric Murray in the men's pair, Anna Rima and Fee Peterson in the women's double sculls, and Mahi Drysdale in the men's single sculls. In more international news, concern is rising that a political solution is now out of reach in Syria following today's decision by UN Arab League peace envoy Kofi Annan to resign. The former UN Secretary-General said he got tired of finger-pointing at the UN Security Council. His departure could leave the way open for a more direct intervention by the West. The South African Lions Super Rugby side is in turmoil. Assistant coach, former All Black Carlos Spencer, and conditioning coach Wayne Taylor have both been sacked just 2 months after head coach Jane Mitchell was suspended. The Lions finished last in this year's Super Rugby competition. And back home, scientists are keeping a close eye on White Island. After a period of increased seismic activity on the island, GeoNet has raised the aviation alerts level to yellow. Duty volcanologist Michael Rosenberg told New Zealand's Rima that doesn't mean White Island is necessarily going to erupt.
At this stage, we're not even saying that this will lead to an eruption, because quite often there are periods of unrest that just die away back to nothing.
And there are 2 changes and a milestone for the Sharks side ahead of tomorrow night's Super Rugby final in Hamilton. In the backline, Paul Jourdan and Patrick Lambie return from injury to take their spots in the starting lineup. The final will have extra significance for Springbok hooker Bismarck du Plessis, who will make his 100th Super Rugby appearance for the Durban-based franchise. And for the thousands of fans who missed out on tickets to tomorrow night's game between the Chiefs and the Sharks, a large video screen is to be installed at Garden Place in Hamilton City. The City Council was approached by local businessman John Lawrenson with an offer to fund the installation of the screen. Kia kaha ngā rangatira. Ka nui ngā karere matua mō tēnei wā, mauri ora.